Okay, good morning. It's time for Tongues and Runes. Let's see. I may just pop to here. Wait for some people to pop on. Let me turn on the Twitch too. Okay. Hi, Tinguish. Let me check and see if my chat thingy is working. Okay, it's not warmed up yet. I need to have this. See if anyone is on the Twitch. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Ah. Wonder why. Hmm. Is my chat just not linked up? Let me quickly troubleshoot this. There's my problem. Which... Yeah, okay, it should be... Ah! Okay. Let's see if that showed up in... Hello, Charles? Charles Barrow? Okay. Why am I still not getting... Yeah, I'm just getting started here, and for some reason I have an issue with my chat stuff. Where's oh, lovely. So why are you acting like this? Settings? Okay. That's really weird. Oh, now it's working. Hi, Tabby. Okay. I don't know what changed, but for some reason now it's working. Okay. All right. Um, a quick announcement. Last night I hit 1,000 subscribers, which means that YouTube will approve me to do ad revenue. Now, when I started the stream today, it said, "Oh, add automatic mid-roll ads to your stream." I'm not going to do that during streaming. I did it for videos, but like, I don't see the point with the number of people I get on a stream to have any ads during the stream itself. I think on Twitch it's different. They're gonna force you to have a pre-roll anyway. Hi, Dorothy. Would you like to say hi to people?
No.
No? You don't want to say hi? That's okay. You don't have to say hi. But like, I've got 4 of you on right now. I'm gonna make $0 from running an ad during the stream. But videos will have ads on them, and we'll see. I'll see how much that is worth it. I also have ads on the audio podcast. So anyway, now I was thinking about this setup that we had here, and I was rethinking this part. I feel like not having this survive in some dialect. So the P version of this root of kutach is kutach. That's right. Is going to lead to us missing something. So I actually do want it to exist so that we can end up with like both this and one of these being inserted into the Koine, right? So I'm gonna say that this like survives in the day dialect. And I just came to me, what would a habitual turn into? We can make it a continuous. And then this one, like we can end up with this getting pushed back into an iterative by pressure from here, and then we would have a continuous, a habitual, and an iterative, these are all very similar meanings, but distinct enough that they could all coexist. It is a little bit weird that this cessative auxiliary is only surviving in dusk. I'm not sure why I decided that, but it is a super cool root in dusk. And so we've done this. We've done particles. And the particles, many of them are becoming prefixes, right? And then we'll see how that interacts with other things later. We have not decided what will happen with all of our tense marking. So we have they're tense and aspect mixed together, right? We have a present indicative, a past indicative. We have a future indicative, and an irialis. So that's a mood. But these are all suffixes that would take the same thing. In terms of things that could be lost, I think the future might be lost and leave us with a past non-past distinction, right? So we can consider we can consider that. I think I want to keep the imperfective and perfective distinction in the past. I think I'm going to do I want to do it across the board or do I want to make it let me make that a poll real quick. Is anybody on Twitch? If there's no one on Twitch right now, which usually there is not. I don't think anybody's watching on Twitch. I'm just gonna run a YouTube poll. So just run a poll quickly. Let's see how that goes. Why am I opening that up? Where's the chat? Yeah. Let's see. So we've got 3 votes. We could have one more. I know there's one more person on that can wrap this up. Okay, I will give you 1 minute if anybody wants to give an opinion. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end the poll now. And that was 50-50. So you know what I'm going to do? Kind of was aiming to do this anyway, but I can do it in a more efficient way now. I can do it a little bit. And let's see, is my dice cam gonna work? Hey! The box got shoved off the table a little bit. It's been a while. Oh, the chat thing is huge on this page. I don't know why. Let's get that out of the way a little bit. Okay. So we're going to roll a d4. Okay. That was a 4. So in that case, we're just going to nix it all in all 4. And then I think let's just say this is simple present. I don't necessarily need the indicative. And so we're still going to have a preterite form. Classic European thing. And then the Irrealis is going to take on some future meaning. And I'll probably also add a periphrastic feature later on once I have some ideas. Maybe like a go-to thing. So and then so we decided that these would become particles, right? And then have this. So that's like the meaning changes of all of these done. Now what I want to do, now that we know some things about how these work, I actually want to do all of my this. So this is going to become defective. So it's just going to be that root. But the other ones, I will want to have. Oh, preterite. So preterite is like a traditional term for a past perfective tinguish. So this is something, if you study some European languages, particularly like Romance languages, so Spanish, you learn, when you're learning the past tense forms, you learn imperfecto and pretérito, right? Imperfecto is imperfect, past imperfect. Preterite is past perfective. Imperfective and perfective. And so I don't know. And then so perfective means that you are viewing the action as a complete event. Whereas imperfective, you're viewing it as like a process. The way that I often see it illustrated is a perfective can interrupt an imperfective. So we can say, in Spanish you could say, entró cuando estaba leyendo, right? Entró cuando leía, right? Entró is in the preterite, is perfective. So he came in, but while I was reading. That read there is in the imperfective, but it's interrupted by somebody entering, right? So that's that's like a Discord, an easy way to understand what's going on. Obviously, there's differences. I really am constantly annoyed by this. Is that easier to read at all? Aorist? I don't know what aorist is. I know that people use it in like ancient Greek stuff a lot, but I don't know offhand what it means. I think it's one of those things that gets like thrown around a lot and ends up meaning different things in different languages. But yeah. So we never really thought about changes in meaning to these. And there's a lot of things that could happen. But at the same time, I feel like changing the meanings of these is going to be kind of chaotic. So I'll think about it. Think about what I want to do with that. So let's move back into what we're doing here. Right. So I want to take these auxiliaries and I want to work out all of the forms. So so let's go with that. Like oh yeah, okay. Thanks, Nemo. That makes sense. So now we want to have, so we're only going to have the ones that actually exist in each of these, right? So this one has these two. We'll just go down the line. This one, the only auxiliary that exists in Dawn right now is this one, which is a little bit funny, but you know, maybe Dawn has developed other other auxiliaries that we haven't seen here, right? So it's not like maybe I can come up with this. It's interesting that maybe I can come up with some of those later. Usa and Uha. And then because these will be highly irregular and or are likely to preserve like irregular things, and they might end up serving as highly frequent things, serving as models for analogy. I definitely want to work out the full paradigms just according to sound changes for these. So let's start with day. Let's start with what happens to kutach. And I'm going to pull up my inflection work document. And I think I might have... where are my... Yeah, that's my verb things. Kutach. Um, so what was my... Okay, let me just consult. Just double check here. Habitual and dawn coming from sunrise. That's actually not bad. To have rise means something, right? By the way, I have other some other thoughts about how to have... Where is this? Okay. Where is my navigation thing? Navigator. There we go. Let's go up here. And we're going to go to the middle fave verbs and remember and try to remember exactly how we did this. So first and second person occur before tam suffixes. Third person class suffixes occur after tam suffixes. Yes, that is the way it works. Okay, so we're going to go back down to the dialect split, and we're go verbs, and then we're going to... So I guess I need to... like do something to delete this. Nope, I don't want to delete that because it's relying on... Okay. This is not what happens. This is what I need to copy and paste. It's a thought. You know what, Charles? You said that's not serious, but I'm actually going to say to So this remained iterative in that case, and then we add a new row. This will actually put more pressure on the puha, puha, puha to become to be iterative, because we now have two places where it retained the iterative meaning, and meanwhile we have another option for habitual when we get there. So that actually is useful. I think that might have. I may decide on another source, but for now we'll deal with that. We won't get into that yet, but I'm going to. So let's grab this. Let's get our Lexergy up, and let's just going to oh, what error? Why do we have errors? What are you doing? Do I not have P? I have P in my consonants. Why do you want to do that? I want to ask why it is trying to put that. So okay, Lexergy. Let's go into the documentation and see in syllabification. I think there must be something to fix this. Yeah. The only thing about rise, Charles, is that they don't actually experience sunrise. That's the only thing I can think about, because like dawn in the region of the dawn court, dawn is the place that they exist in, right? But it still could be. Um, so what I want Nemo. What I want to do is figure out how to make it understand that I want this X to be in the coda. Is this my problem? I just don't have, I have constant codas. So I want, if there's a constant here, then just make this the coda. So, like, I don't know. But I don't see, like, any rules for, like, the direction. Is there a way to change it to. Let's look at the syllabian example, right? Syllables. If I could make it parse the syllables from right to left. So I define explicit onset nucleus and coda with double colon. I don't know what you mean. Okay, so I have to. It's defined. Why? Why do you do it that way? So let's see what happens. Does it not like when I do this? What? There's documentation for the new version? How do I get to it? So the thing is, how do I actually get to that new documentation? Because there's no link on the new page. See, so I go to the old interface, and I there's a link to docs. Help. Why would you? This is so weird. Okay, I guess. Okay, syllables. Reluctant onset. Okay, so I have to surround the nucleus. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So what? Okay, so I guess what I need here, I need to do this, right? And then I don't know what it's that this it's saying that this doesn't make sense. Do I have to not have the heavy? Okay, how does this work? Yeah, so we get, okay, heavy. I don't get how. Do you have to? Okay, so I have to have. Why do you have to do that? Okay. So the thing is, okay, you don't need this when there's no. Well, I mean, okay, apply. Okay, still getting an error. It's still wanting to do that. Do I have to put this over here too? I don't know. This is very strange. So it's still causing this problem. It still has this problem. It's just getting stuck trying to put the X and the P in the same place. In the onset. Even though so the thing that is confusing me about this is that okay, do I need to say this is sonorant? This is so weird. I don't know why you don't have it just I don't know why you just don't have it following max onset by default, and then and noticing this is illegal and putting it in the coda. I guess, okay, the only thing I can think of to do is I'm going to copy all of these and make this stupidly big. Very annoying. The thing is, like, this reluctant onset thing shouldn't be necessary. It should recognize that, oh, this is illegal, but I can have coda consonants, so I'll put that in the coda. Okay. And then I'll try one more thing. Delete these from the... Okay, which is the first? Okay. It's just so weird. It's just so incredibly bizarre that I have to faff around with this in order to get a simple... Oh, do we not do this? Okay, so do we... this... I copy pasted that. Why would it be like that? Okay, line 122. Do we not do this? Okay, well, now I have to go reverse everything I just did because now it's being annoying about other things. Apply. No, all of it's doing is it is like putting this in the onset of the next syllable and then seeing this and saying, oh, this can't be the in the same onset. I I don't know why. I feel like I'm gonna have to change to a different sound change applier at this point because I cannot. I if I like phonics handles this fine. You can just parse the syllables differently, but I don't have time to recode everything. So I was gonna do this, and I guess I'm just not gonna do it because I cannot get this working. Okay. Can I do this? Okay, there's an LTR and RTL. Can I apply that to syllables? Okay, so okay, it's fine. When I add RTL, okay. Now it says this doesn't make sense, so I'll delete these. And delete these. Why is that incomplete? Line 116, it says it's incomplete? I don't know why you say it's incomplete. Okay. Okay. And then we go RTL. Okay, well, if we're doing it this way, then we can nix this line. What? Okay, now it's still... What? So... This is extremely basic. This is a very basic theoretical problem with this. Okay. I guess I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to go... I am going to do a different route that doesn't have a coda consonant so that I can actually get something done. And then who does Lexergy? Who do I contact? I need to talk to somebody who works on this thing. Because this is not how syllabification works. So non-heavy first? Is that what I have to do? Still not doing it. If I do the RTL tag. What do you mean a space doesn't make sense? Okay, I will take a screenshot. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna bring that to that subreddit then, because that's really does not make any sense for it to work this way and not allow me to have a coda and then an onset. So this sheath, what does that come from? Shitu. So thitu. So this, I'm sure I should be able to do this. And it's the only one I'll be able to do today until I figure out what the heck is going on. Sorry for being so angry. It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me why this thing is working the way it is. Okay. Okay. This is good. Now, export this. And then we get to go to dusk sound changes. Oh, because I was trying to figure out how to make things work. Yeah. Oh, that changed things. Oh gosh. Okay. That fine. I did not realize that would change things. Oh no, there's errors. Okay, so what are these errors? What's this error? Okay. No combination of a syllable has diacritics and diacritics has the matrix coronal tongues labialized. Oh gosh. Okay, so this needs to. I need to find where that is. Retroflex application. Apply. And then, okay, we have more errors. What? Is it not consonantal? So it should be able to. What are the features for ja? It's consonantal. This is consonantal. They're not strident. What? I didn't make those strident, so how am I supposed to do that? Okay, so so here's the thing. So I need to find those retroflexes. Pl. Okay, it's not doing the thing. Okay, so I want to. Strident. So I get this error here. The okay. We take that off. No. Okay. Okay. So trace changes. So we're going to see exactly why. Oh, what? No, I wanted it to become strident so it would be an S. But why is it not becoming an S? Is it because... Oh, okay, so we have this. Okay. Oh, it's the... So we have the retroflex loss. When retroflex is lost, it's becoming a theta when it should become... So here's what we got. Okay. This is what I get for using my fancy... Okay, what is S then? What is S defined as? S is nothing but strident. Okay. Okay. Um, Still getting lots of errors here. Okay, thank you for being patient while I debug my thing. I'm going to export this. I'm going to go to Sylvan. Okay, now I need to take this and put it back into the table format, which I'm going to see if I have. Okay, that's. Okay, I messed this up. I've messed this up somehow. So, what did I mess up? I know what I did. Interesting. Okay, so something that's just popped up here is we're seeing this. I'm going to have to fix this problem because having a labial-palatalized "w" doesn't make any sense. I have to figure out what's going on there. But here, we have 3 and 5, class 4 and class 5 merging in the imperfective. And I need to figure out, let me take a look at what's going on here. Um, interesting. So I want to let's trace the changes here. So chez toi, yeah. And we want the plural of that. Actually, it's happening here too. Okay. There's actually quite a lot of these. Chez toi. Chez toi. Yeah. Chez toi is just like popping up all over the place. So let's apply. So let's see what's happening here. So here we got chez toi. Okay, so we're losing the long vowel there. Chez toi. We lose the long vowel here. This okay, this I becomes a because we have an unstressed vowel there. And then right at the end, non-high collapse, these become all ahs. Girls? Okay. So this is interesting. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. So anyway, as I was saying, we have an interesting merger happening here, and this is something actually I like to see. Uh, it's a little bit so. Let's actually finish out this whole thing so we can actually see everything that's merging. Right? So the two chitois, where were we? Now this is not. There's actually lots more. And it's very interesting. We're still getting this syllabification problem, but it is not, at least it's not blocking things. This doesn't make any sense. Why is it? Okay, I'm going to insert. We have singular. 1, 2, 3. 3 3 3 3 3. Can you guys even see this? Control view. Can I? How do I zoom? Okay, that should be easier to see for you guys. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. So we would have. Okay. Chitois. But it's not. Okay, I messed up somewhere here. Chitois. 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 Chihafia. Chiswo. Okay. Yeah. Chez toi. What? What happened? What? Mafia. Okay, this should be this. No, this is it's this. We're still talking about the first. Okay. So she's she tu. What? She tui. She suhu. She sufa. She toi. And she's. And okay, so wesh. She toi ou. She toi i. She toi. She toi. She swore. She swore. She swore hafia. Oh. Haf. She swore she. Ah. And then. She toi. Did I miss? Did I mispaste that? Chez toi. Ah. Chez toi. Chez toi. Si sou si a. Ah. Si sou. Si sou si a. Si toi. Okay, so it should be si toi. Toi. Toi fou. Let's. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's actually. And the end of this is. Oh, that's a singular. Okay, I'm. So this, and then over all the way over here, this is should be C14, right? This one is this, and then over here should end with this. So I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, okay. Um, this is 21. This should be 22, 23, 24. Oh, it's okay. This should be here. What? This should be here. Well, why is it what? Chez toi. Okay. Okay. Now, and I know the future form is dying, is dead, but I'm still going to just oh, is 28, so this would be 29. Hi, Zoden. I'm just figuring out some forms. Once I have this set up, this will be easier. That doesn't seem right. Make sure that we have. Okay, I missed something there. Be 2, 1, 0, 29. 8. 7. 6. Okay, there's where it was. Okay. Forty-two, 43. Yeah, I have noun classes. Verbs have a lot of forms here. And okay. Hello, Juno. How you doing? Okay, so this should be correct. And so this is dusk. This is the only one that preserved this inceptive one. And if I can get the whole table on to the page. It's what are we doing here? Okay, close it this way, right? Now, so people. Let's is there a how do I do a fit to I can't figure out how to do any kind of an auto fit? Okay. Where's the horizontal scroll bar? How do I get to the rest of the table? Come on, people. I can't even. Is it. Did I only copy that much? Is it. What? Did I. What did I do? Why is it like this? Oh no, I just typed something in a cell that I can't see. What? Oh no. Am I going to have to switch to Word because it's just. It's just not possible? It's just not possible to see the table extending off of the page? Is this what Writer is like? Because if so, I can't use this program. Yeah, apparently, if I copy a page, this is dumb. I hate things like this. Okay, I guess I can't use Writer anymore. I have to switch to Word. I was trying to not use the Microsoft suite and switch away from that. But then I run into a problem like that. What is going on with that? At least let me see it. It's if it's off the page, then yeah, just show me that it's off the page. But let me see that portion of the table so I can move it. Okay. Oh, what the heck happened? Okay. Okay, table. Okay. So anyway, so I don't know if you guys can see. So we did end up finding an interesting thing here. So we have this form chitois occurring in uh, multiple different places. Ah, B, not V. Okay. Now, remember this row, we don't have the future. And let's compact the table. I need that to be more obvious. Let's go highlight it. Right? So we've got this happening where this merger feels like it makes sense because it's like in the same. It's in the past imperfective, and it's just two different classes end up being the same. I don't know if I see any other cool mergers happening. This is kind of off the wall. However, it also connects with this. So like you can have this. And all of this is happening because it seems of unstressed vowels at the end being deleted. Okay? Um so let's see. Other places we have close near mergers, but not actual mergers happening. And okay, there. Let's get rid of this. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's take a look. People who joined late, I had a bit of a fit earlier because because it was like Lexergy has a really strange issue where anytime you have a coda where it really it tries to maximize the onsets too much and ends up like running into illegal onsets and not knowing how to resolve that. And I have to find the person who made Lexergy and tell them that this is not correct behavior for the program, because that shouldn't. If an onset is illegal and then one of the consonants can be moved to the coda of the previous syllable, it should be moved. But that apparently doesn't happen. So I need to actually, when I'm looking at my things, we can see. Okay, we'll see if this does anything good for us. So I'm kind of like stuck in trying to get any of my. So this is lost in dusk, and so I can't do the kutach forms right now. because of this problem. Let's see if bukai works. So where does this bukai actually come from? I should have. Yeah, so hopefully that's not a problem. Hey, where is it? Is it not in there? Did I forget to record the Edimon? Oh, that's a problem. Okay. First of all, I want to double check something. So this is C from C to Shirley. Let's see if this is in here. Oh no. Oh no, I don't have it, Elder Sylvan. Oh, I have these extra entries. Stupid extra entries because of like weird things happening. Why do I have all of these extra entries? Oh no. That sucks. I'm so dumb for not recording that. Now I have to figure out, like, reverse engineer what the protoform was. Okay, so V2, it had to have come from T2, right? T2, right? T2. So let's make sure that we have this actually correct before we move on. So right. Because I may have messed a lot of stuff up. Okay. And right. A lot of lines of code. And then let's do this again. Okay, now let's actually get this chart again and double check that that merger is still happening. Okay. It's a basic thing. Now, okay. Yes, so this still happens here. As we get chez soi, chez toi, and chez toi. It's even the same tone. Yeah. Okay, no, this is different. So, okay. Chez toi here, and it's chez toi here. Okay, so it's actually we don't have the merger here in the with the plural thing. We just have a merger happening here, and this is because of a deletion rule. I don't see, and this is merged too. This is not merged. This is not merged. This is not merged. So this is not a part of the same merger. It's close. It's real close. It might get confusing, but it's not totally merged. So that's interesting. So we do get this merger of 4 and 5 in a couple of places. Now let's go ahead and delete this row again. And then realis also has a secondary future meaning. And we'll also have a periphrastic future. Okay, and we also we had some weirdness that had cropped up that is gone now. Now we understand. Now we're good. Now we're understanding things better. So, si hu hu, si hu qi, tu, si hu hu, si hu tu, si tush, si hu, si hu, si tui, si hui, sheath, si hu ha, si hu chi, si hu, si hu, si hu fu, si hu fa, si toi. Chez toi sounds a little French. Sheath. And we got Shihuhusha, Shihuhu, Shihutua, Shitwash, Shitwa, Um, the tones are bounded to a syllable. There hasn't really been time for them to like move around, spread or anything. So they are bound to a syllable. Um, that could be a future development. Shitrai, shitrai, shitra, shitra. So we get shitra, shitra. For the, and it's actually kind of perfect. Both the imperfective and perfect, both past tenses have this merger happening. Shitra here, and shitruji, shitruji, shitruji. Oh no, this is not a merger. Oh, this is beautiful. So here we get shishwaji, shishwaji, right? Here we get shishwaji, shishwaji. It's a tone, stress tone minimal pair. So we have the tone, the stress moves, and that also, like, because tones are conditioned on stress, the tone also moves. So we get that. So we get it's not a merger yet. And we can leave it that way. Maybe at some point it would merge, but and I'm just taking a look and seeing. Okay, let's do a different color here. It looks like, okay. No, this is also a stress / tone minimal pair. So we have two cases where we have stress tone minimal pairs. Oh, but there's actually there's mergers going on there with some of the singular forms merging with some of the plural forms. This merges with this, and this merges with this. So we can highlight that in. Okay. Okay. Oh, I got too interested in this. Okay. But anyway, I guess I'll have to look at this a little bit on non-streaming time. Yeah, so that's to be expected. That's to be expected. So there just is no plural marking. Um, there was no plural marking on the class 5 to begin with, so it just doesn't do it. Okay, I need to, in my off time, I need to make a complaint about Lexigy and ask if there's any way to fix my problem, so that I can continue. And then I need to, like, and then I can go on and work out the rest of these. I want to have the full paradigms for all of the auxiliaries in each of the dialects so that I have that to refer to. Because they're probably going to retain some, like, weird forms. So, There's going to be a question of how to present this, because this format is just going to be, it is just painful to look at. I think I need separate charts. The way that you do with like Spanish, you have separate charts for each of those. The stress / tone rules are, so this is in dusk. And okay, I can go quickly to the tonogenesis in dusk. And so if you have a breathy vowel, it's low. And then if you go after a constricted consonant, then it's also low. Like the ejectives, after ejectives, it's also low. But any other case, the stressed vowels become high. And this is sort of getting us something similar to certain Nordic languages, mainly certain dialects of Norwegian, I think, have a tonal system that has on the stressed syllable a distinction between high and low. I'm going to go ahead and export everything just in case there were changes that I forgot to capture. And I really need to go. But later on, I will upload the thing to the Patreon, and we'll be good to go. But thank you all for watching. And I'm going to say happy conlanging.